Deborah Singupta Smith. 11:30 a.m. Mobley, Miller Lite, the catchiest pop act to come out of Austin since Spoon. 12:15 p.m. Capiac, Tito's Electro-Funk Dance Party. Anyone? 1 p.m. Mondo Cosmo, Barton Springs. Swells of joy will spill across Zilker Park as Joshua Ostrander's triumphant pop anthems draw friends and lovers together in a swaying top of long sing-along. 2 p.m. $8 AP Ferg, American Express. After dropping a solid 2016 release that was introspective and aspirational, this year's follow-up was a largely forgettable journey back into standard trap tropes with sex and drugs aplenty. But if you're looking to turn up, this is the spot. 3 p.m. Benjamin Booker, Miller Lite. On his new album, Witness, Booker maintains the same anarchic punk approach to Gut Bucket Blues that won him fans with his self-titled debut 3 years ago, but he's matured as a songwriter. Vulnerability creeps in as he downshifts into confessional gospel and wistful folk. 4 p.m. Thundercat, Tito's, a fearless jazz weirdo and acclaimed Kendrick Lamar collaborator who crafts surprisingly accessible story songs out of technically mind-boggling riffs. 5 p.m. The Black Angels, Barton Springs. The legacy of Austin psychedelic music blazes on with Death Song, the rich collection of reverb-soaked rock these next-generation fuzz fanatics wrote in the shadow of the 2016 election. 6 p.m. Ice Cube, American Express. If you're wondering where Cube's set will fall on a scale of America's Most Wanted to Are We There Yet?, listen to his new single Good Cop, Bad Cop. No roses will be handed out during this year's legacy rap performance. 7 p.m. Tove Lo, Barton Springs. Sexy, suave pop to shimmy you through the transition from day to night. 8 p.m. Chance the Rapper, Honda. Chancellor Bennett is one of the most authentic hip-hop voices of his generation, and he is determined to use his superpowers for good. 11:30 a.m. Mobley, Miller Lite, a recent AUSTIN 360 Artist of the Month. This eclectic up-and-coming talent is also representing the city internationally as part of this year's Project ATX6 class. Read more. Austin artist Mobley's soulful pop packs a meaningful punch. 12:30 p.m. Rattletree, Austin Kitty Limits. Rhythm and melody intertwine in the marimba-fueled sounds of this group that puts a contemporary spin on African traditionalism. 1 p.m. Grace VanderWaal, Home Away. The 13-year-old ukulele-playing singer-songwriter and America's Got Talent alum will preview songs from her debut album, due in November. 2:15 p.m. Parker Millsap, Tito's, a rising star in Americana music. Oklahoma troubadour Millsap made a memorable Austin City Limits TV debut last fall. 3 p.m. Benjamin Booker, Miller Lite. Soul, pop, blues, rock and roll and more influence the music of this Florida-raised guitarist and singer-songwriter. 4 p.m. LVE, American Express. The 1990s alt-rockers split up for a while, but they're back in action with frontman Ed Kowalczyk at the helm for the first time in nearly a decade. 5 p.m. Angel Olsen, Miller Lite. The indie rocker made waves with her 2016 album I Woman, including an Austin City Limits TV taping, and her band includes Heather McIntyre of acclaimed North Carolina group Mount Moriah. 7 p.m. Spoon, Miller Lite. Local hero Britt Daniels' indie juggernaut puts the A back in ACL Fest, especially given that their current lineup features a majority of Austinites for the first time in years. 8 p.m. Chance the Rapper, Honda. Whoever was booked here would win the time slot battle by default, because the band across the park is the must-avoid Red Hot Chili Peppers. As fate would have it, Chance is also well worth seeing, one of the freshest voices to hit hip-hop in years. Eric Webb. 12:15 p.m. Una, Honda. Queer positivity set over who knows what lurks these streets pop melodies. Take My Money. 2 p.m. Car Seat Headrest, Honda. Their indie bedroom confession rock ripped its sound on Soundfest last year. 3 p.m. Arlime.R, BMI, one of those R&B up-and-comers whose voice Prometheus Rush delivered straight from Olympus. Influences Namakekad include Sufjan Stevens, Linkin Park, Sade, Dave Brubeck, John Mayer. 4 p.m. Thundercat, Tito's handmade vodka, elastic, sexy funk that promises many how does a person do that moments. 6 p.m. Cut Copy, Honda. I've always thought Cut Copy is what the most popular band in the world would sound like if disco never died. 7 p.m. Tove Lo, Barton Springs, Sweeten's most dangerous pop star, kicking the toxic gender roles right in the meatballs. 8 p.m. Chance the Rapper, Honda. There's a sweet sense of lineage to Jay-Z, arguably the most famous living rapper, headlining Friday night and one of the most vibrant young rappers of today, who leads a movement all his own, taking a big stage the next night. Hard to imagine this one won't leave you feeling revived.